found this exercise secret that has been making seniors mobile and healthy again for decades. And I have been using this to maintain my parents' strength deep into their late 70s. The Ultimate Chair Workout is designed for seniors who cannot get up and down off the floor. I'm John Gentry. I have been a coach and consultant for seniors for the past almost 12 years. This week we are in my parents' home for the third week of the Ultimate Chair Workout. Please like, subscribe, share this workout with someone that you know can help. If this is your first workout, go back and watch week 1 first. We're getting started in less than a minute. Here's a recap on the 4 important safety considerations. No fast movements. Put yourselves into positions very slowly. Head neutral, shoulders down and relaxed. No scrunching of the neck. Breathe freely through the nose and the mouth. Engage your core, focus on the target muscles. All you'll need is a dining room table, a chair with no wheels on the bottom, a sturdy belt, and 2 large pillows or a rolled up yoga mat. If you want to know more about how the Ultimate Chair Workout fights osteoporosis, fights Alzheimer's, fights cancer, and gives you back mobility, watch the video up above. It'll tell you a whole lot more about the science behind it, and there's some articles linked there. As of today, I have 3 resources, about 16 pages each PDF. One of those is an alternative to sit and be fit. You can do this at your dining room table if you're a senior or elderly and you cannot get up and down off of the floor. This is the place to start for you. We are getting started with the squat today. This uses the most amount of muscles in the lower body, giving you the most muscular support out of all of the exercises for your lower body. Over the course of 3 to 5 seconds, very slowly lower yourself into a position where you're using about 50% of your maximum effort. If you can sustain this position for 2 minutes, theoretically, that's where you want to be. You want to feel the glutes that you would be sitting on. Breathing deep. Never push through any pinching. This is only deep muscle engagement. That's our purpose here today. Very slowly, over the course of 3 to 5 seconds, lower yourself into that position, 75% of your maximum capacity. Good, breathing deep through this. Let yourself squeeze into the glutes more. You're in a lower position here. We know it's the muscles above the knees that are going to be burning. We're going to push through this, purposefully squeeze the glutes together, muscles you'd be sitting on. Right here, over the course of 3 to 5 seconds, slowly lower yourself into the maximum intensity position you can be in. As hard as you dare, 100% of your maximum capacity. Everything you got. Breathe deep through this, you're doing wonderful. Let yourself feel the muscle burn, especially squeezing the glutes, planting the heels. Feel the muscles working. Breathe deeply and very slowly over the course of 3 to 5 seconds. You can gently rest and relax here. This next exercise is the pullover. It requires you to use either a rolled up mat or 2 large pillows in front of you on the table. We're going to push our elbows downward against the table as if we could push all the way around and push all the way behind us. Very slowly over the course of 3 to 5 seconds. Begin that pressure into the elbows, pushing into the table, breathing deeply. This is shoulders, chest, stomach, back, all together. Let yourself breathe freely through the nose and mouth. Feel these muscles working. You may feel the shoulders before anything else. Purposefully let yourself engage the stomach muscles. And very slowly, over the course of 3 to 5 seconds, increase that intensity by pushing a little bit harder against that table. Elbows pushing downward, and very gently, very slightly pick the heels up a little bit. This will feel the stomach even deeper, working in the core. You'll find that by bringing the knees upward, pushing the elbows downward, works the stomach. Continue to feel these muscles slowly and intensely. Push 100% of your capacity now. Pushing into that last phase. As hard as you dare, we're pushing. We're picking the knees up even a little bit. If you can barely pick your feet up, pretend that you could pick them up all the way. And push the elbows for the very last 5 seconds into this. Continue to breathe deeply. Very slowly, over the course of 3 to 5 seconds, you can rest and relax here. Next, we have the muscles that keep you from falling over side to side. These are the hip muscles. We're going to be putting on that belt and pushing as hard as you dare eventually outward. Very slowly over the course of 3 to 5 seconds. Begin pushing against that belt while you breathe freely through the nose and mouth. Shoulders are relaxed, upper body is gentle. You can gently engage the core. Pushing into the hips. Let yourself feel that squeezing at 50% of your capacity here. 50% of how hard as you can push in total. Very slowly over the course of 3 to 5 seconds, begin pushing outward with more intensity. You may feel a deeper squeezing sensation in the hip. This is normal. We're going to push again for this entire 90 seconds. Breathe freely, engage the core. Feel the hips working at 75% of your capacity, almost as hard as you dare. And very slowly, over the course of 3 to 5 seconds, begin pushing outward as hard as you dare. Everything you have pushing out in that direction. This is to keep us from falling over side to side. This is an important exercise. As hard as you dare, everything you have pushing outward against that belt. You're doing great. Remember to breathe freely. Remember to relax your upper body. You can engage your core. Again, we're moving faster through these exercises now, even at the beginner level. Good. Very slowly over the course of 3 to 5 seconds, you can gently rest and relax. Moving right along to the arm muscles. We're doing this again as we pull upward, either against a dining room table that is immovable or a belt that you have around your legs. Any limitations that you have, you may see that there's a limitation with holding the belt for some people's wrists. You can change this to where you're just pulling upward against your closed fist as well. This is to work your arm muscles. This is 50% of your capacity here. As you breathe deep through this, feel the place in the arms begin to work to feel those muscles burning. Again, breathing freely, shoulders down, not scrunching the neck ever. Everything relaxed there in the upper body. Over the course of 3 to 5 seconds, increase that intensity, 75% of what your maximum is here. This is almost as hard as you dare, pulling against that belt or pulling against that dining room table upward. Remembering again, breathe deeply, freely. Allowing yourself the ability to feel the muscles that you're working. This is right in the arms. You want it to burn. This is a good thing. Never any pinching. Stop if there's a pinching, but continue to pull. 3 to 5 seconds, increase that intensity as hard as you dare. Everything you have, pulling against that table or pulling against that belt. With everything you got. You're doing great. Full intensity. The most that you have to pull with is where we're going to get results. It's how we get to carry more things. Last and final pull as hard as you dare. And very slowly, over the course of 3 to 5 seconds, you can gently rest and relax. Now, these are the muscles that keep us from falling forward. We're going to get started here. We're going to very gently begin picking up our heel. You can have your hand on the table here in preparation over the course of 3 to 5 seconds, picking that heel up or beginning to pull that heel upward in that direction. One or the other, whatever you're capable of is absolutely perfect for where we're at. Let yourself feel the calf muscle working. This is 50% of your maximum capacity. Let yourself breathe deeply and freely. And very slowly, over the course of 3 to 5 seconds, picking that heel up a little bit further here to where you are working at 75% of your capacity. This higher intensity, it may be burning right there, right in your calf muscle. Engaged core, you can very gently touch the table. Make sure you maintain your balance. And slowly over the course of 3 to 5 seconds, picking that heel up like a high heel position as hard as you dare is how hard we're pushing that calf muscle now. Remember to breathe, keeping good balance. Again, as we do these strength training exercises, we're building significant balance. This is important for our daily lives, for falling over, and for having more functional daily ability. Very gently, over the course of 3 to 5 seconds, you can gently rest and relax. Our final exercise today is going to be the chest fly. You can do this with 2 pillows, and I'm going to show you exactly how we can do this. You're going to pick up these pillows, and just on both sides, you're going to evenly push with the hands and the elbows inward against those pillows. It's going to look the same on both sides right here. My parents use something very similar, and I use something very similar to a yoga mat, which is a very similar thing to push inward into, just like this. You can really use any immovable object that you want. Pillows, yoga mat, seems to work great. So very slowly, over the course of 3 to 5 seconds, begin pushing inward. Equally with the hands, equally with the elbows. Feel that place in the chest. This is going to be near your armpits, below your armpits. Feel that place working and burning in your chest. Breathe deep. This is 50% of your capacity as you squeeze inward. Remember again, to put your mental intention into that place near the armpits that are working. Very slowly, over the course of 3 to 5 seconds, begin pushing inward with more intensity. This is 75% of your maximum capacity. As you breathe deep, keep that pressure, continue to push. Let your shoulders come down. Don't let your neck ever scrunch up. Let your neck relax. Let the chest be the place that you're using, the place near the armpits as it squeezes inward. Hands and elbows pushing inward now with an increased intensity over the course of 3 to 5 seconds. Increase that pushing until you're pushing 100% as hard as you dare. Everything you have, squeezing as if you could pop these pillows like they're a balloon, or pop this yoga mat like it's a balloon. Continue to push. Last 10 seconds, you're doing great. Breathe deep and freely. Shoulders and neck relaxed. 5, 4, 3, as hard as you dare. And gently, over the course of 3 to 5 seconds, you can rest and relax. Thank you so much for joining me for another session of the Ultimate Chair Workouts. I'm John Gentry, and I've been coaching senior exercise for almost 12 years now. Down below, you can check out my Longevity Safe Workout course. This details exactly every single procedure you need to know to tailor your own dining room table workout to your individual needs. Eventually, you won't even need somebody to do this with you. You can advance into other exercises. You may find yourself being able to get up and down off the ground. All of these are included in this workout. There's even a full dumbbells workout. If you're interested in using dumbbells, all of these are safe for senior citizens and elderly as well. So check out my Longevity Safe Workout. I'm John Gentry. I'll see you next week for the Ultimate Chair Workout.